Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Good morning! Good morning, everybody. Well, a happy Monday to all. Yes, we are at the All-Star break, and we are 52 days away from football, from the start of the NFL season. Eagles and Cowboys, we're there. You know, we're inside 2 months, 52 days, All-Star break. This is the next, 2 weeks lean time, and then we'll start getting into some good training camp. Teams have reported. The rookies reported for the Chargers over the weekend. Over the next week and over the next 2 weeks, teams will start to report, and we'll get ready for that. So let's look at the All-Star break with the Phillies. After a big win yesterday, that was big, avoid getting swept by the Padres. They reclaimed first place with the Mets losing in Kansas City. So the fight, and thanks to, JT. JT coming up huge. He's been on fire. He's had a real nice little run as the Fightins. That was a big deal. Big double to break the tie. Again, off of the Padres bullpen. Once you get into the bullpen, you start to worry. You go, oh, my God, but Padres bullpen's very good. And JT with the big hit. They get out of the little jam. Strom comes in to close it. So let's look at the Phillies at the break. 55-41. First place in the NL East. The Mets, 55-42. And then you got the Central teams, which are playing really well. Cubs, 57-39. Milwaukee, 56-40. St. Louis and Cincinnati, 51-50 wins. And then in the West, Dodgers, of course, best record in baseball, 58-39. Padres and Giants right there, both with 52 wins. So that's kind of the landscape as we get ready for Home Run Derby tonight, the All-Star break in Atlanta, baseball festivities. So let's look at where the Phillies are. Yesterday, Sanchez was, again, just terrific. Just terrific. And you look at him and you go, all right, we know the strength of this team is the rotation. You look at Saturday night Wheeler, who did not have his best stuff, but is still able to gut it out and keep you in the game. So you look at where they're at. They're going to be chasing leverage relievers, as we know. In fact, there's a second report. We're going to be talking to Bob Nightingale during this week. Bob Nightingale covers MLB for USA Today. He sits and says, fills in on the Twins relievers, the back-end guys, Johan Duran, and Griffin Jacks from the Twins. They're sitting there as prime targets for the Phillies. So as we kind of look at them, and we'll get to the draft in a little bit, and because everybody's freaking out over Gage Wood. But when you're looking right now, obviously you need to leverage guys in the pen. But you know what scares me? The lineup just still makes me a little uneasy. Their rotation is the best in baseball. It's so deep, so good. You're going to go into it with, right now my four would be Wheeler and Luzardo, Sanchez, and then, Ranger still is a guy that can be a kind of a wild card depending on what happens with Nola and if Painter ever kind of turns it around. That's kind of where you're looking at, right? I look at the lineup and I go, is this a lineup that will make you feel comfortable in the playoffs? And I still think you need another bat. You're still out of whack. You're still out of balance. Topper trying things, put Schwarber back at leadoff. You're sitting there going, all right, if not for JT, they get swept. I got a little bit of a worry. I don't want to go crazy over it, but man, it's nagging at me, man. I want one more bat One more bet. The problem, again, is daycare, right? Because as we sit at the break, daycare is what they are. Like, Stott's back into a funk. Bohm's okay, but he can't protect Bryce, right? You got to hit him down in the order. And Marsh, had his nice little run, but he's Marsh. Like, are you counting on Marsh in October? So those spots worry you, right? Like the outfield, because you look at Kepler and you go, like that. I think it's paramount that you get a bat. Paramount. It's because at some point, the last thing we all want is what happened to Game 1 last year against the Mets. Now, I know you're going to go get a reliever, and that's huge. But, man, the bats are gnawing at me this morning. Good morning, VG.
What's up, man?
Happy All-Star break.
Woo. Here we are. Take a breather now. Step back. Look at the landscape.
Looking at it. I'm going in on my worry is the bats. That's
your biggest worry? If you prioritize it, it's the
bats? Because I think they're going to get another leverage reliever.
Okay. Well, you don't think they're going to get a bat?
I keep going around who's the guy you're going to get? Like, you just can't get.
You're halfway there. Who? Eugenio Suarez. You're halfway there, man.
Listen, you're
right. The Diamondbacks just put him on. The report came out. He's one of the 5 Diamondbacks that are now available.
Okay, listen. You're right. Suarez would be perfect. Right-handed power bat.
Yeah.
Right-handed. Perfect. A lot of shuffling comes with Suarez.
A lot.
And I just don't think they're going to do it.
I mean, the biggest shuffle is Bryce, who has said that he would go to the outfield if he needs to.
Do you really think they're going to do it? Because I don't.
I mean, that's the move
I think the Yankees go after Suarez.
I think the Yankees will go after Suarez.
I think they'll land
Well,
Suarez.
whoever they go after, it's going to be a lot of competition. Everyone needs the same things. I feel like when I look at 4 or 5 playoff teams, they all need a right-handed bat and they all need relievers.
Isn't it amazing? Because
where did all the righties go?
Right. Well, baseball became such a left-handed game.
Yeah.
It
was like a rare thing as a kid, the lefty batting.
Oh, yeah. And now all kids are left-handed.
Right.
Right. And now you need right-handed bats. And you need right-handed power bats.
That's the thing. They need some power. I don't.
You need Mike Schmidt.
Jamie's pounding to Crawford every day. I don't want Crawford here right now.
I'll be honest with you. I don't see what Crawford does for you.
I guess he gets on base consistently. He's better than he takes Kepler out of the lineup. Maybe Kepler stinks.
He does.
I mean, he needs to go away like now.
Yeah. Listen. I'm with you there, but he's not. I need power.
I know.
I need run production.
So they are like. I guess they're middle of the road. They're 13th in runs in Major League Baseball.
But their problem is that they're 13th, but that number is inflated. When they go off, right?
Yeah.
They'll score double-digit runs. They'll I don't know how. I feel
like that's the whole league.
Do you?
Yeah. I feel like every team that's good is the only team that's not hot or cold is the Cubs.
Okay, well,
the Cubs mash.
Look at the line. Cubs mash.
Yeah.
The Mets are top heavy.
Yeah, but they are like very inconsistent.
Well, now Vientos is starting to hit a little bit. He's starting to get out of his funk. He scares me because if Vientos starts to hit,
well, we saw that last year.
It lengthens their lineup.
Yeah.
Milwaukee sneaky. Churrio's terrific. Yelich.
They're missing
right.
Reese is out for like 6 weeks.
Yeah. But they got the kid Vaughn's not bad. Mm-mm. They get the kid Vaughn from the White Sox, who's a right-handed kind of power bat. Kind of a guy.
Yeah. I think they ride or die with their pitching, I think, the Brewers.
Yeah, but they're sneaky with their bats. Like they're that's kind of what they are. The Reds have a great lineup.
Yeah. Are you worried
they
about
don't have pitching? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just going through the teams. The Dodgers, the Dodgers speak for themselves.
A lot of injuries this year.
Right. But when they're healthy, they're gonna rake.
I guess. I don't know why they don't scare me. Like offensively.
No?
I don't know. I'm not that the Dodgers don't scare me this year. And I know it sounds crazy.
Betts, who has had a bad year.
Yeah.
But Mookie's had a really down year.
Mm-hmm.
But Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Teoscar, and then they're sneaky. Kiki.
Muncy.
Right. Like, yeah. They got sneaky bats.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I'm not that they just feel off this year. Something feels off with the Dodgers to me. When I watch them play, they don't.
Yeah, and they got 58 wins.
I know. I know.
What's that tell you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tells you they're matching the bad teams.
I'm worried about the bats.
Look, we always say, what about teams against over 500? Hey, the Dodgers are 22-23 against teams over 500.
I don't know.
So they're bashing the bad teams.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, the Phillies need a home field advantage because they're 30-16 at home and they're a 500 team on the road. So they need to.
Yeah, well, they've always played better here.
That's a pretty drastic.
They've always played better here. I get more. I'm just a little antsy about runs. Like I think you run. I think you're gonna have to win 2 or 3 games each series with your bat.
How antsy are you willing to take a total butcher in the outfield?
Yeah.
You want to make a run at Rooker?
Yeah.
Give them an offer that they can't resist with Rooker.
I would.
I would too.
I would do it.
Yeah, I would do
it. I would do it. Listen, I know it's like if you had Crawford in center and you had between Rooker and Castellanos.
He better be on a scooter.
Right. I know. I know. It's scary.
It's a lot. I don't even know if Gary Maddox could cover that.
I know. It's scary.
Yeah.
But I need a bat, man.
We need, as a fan base, we need power. We need some excitement. This team's not connecting with the community right now because of the lack of power.
Well, you're deep. You interest me because you're fascinating. Because you're in on the community. Yeah. Like you're a big community guy.
I
like you know the pulse of the people.
I love my house and my home and my dogs and my partner, but I don't like staying at home often. So I go out 5 to 6 nights.
I know, and you're
just to be amongst the people.
It's funny you don't say your wife, you say your partner.
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
Maybe I say it. I'm hoping she becomes more of a partner, like helping around the house and cleaning. I need a partner.
Putting her on blast right now.
You gotta leave the pegging alone. Pegging's a breadwinner, man.
She's a breadwinner, but I was like, you might want to go see a hypnotherapist just to maybe tidy up a little bit.
We all have to do our part, you know?
Yeah. I'm looking for a partner. I'm trying to put that in
I don't know, brother. I think you got to leave the pegging alone, man. Let the pegging go make earn. Yeah, she's a good earner, man.
She is a good
earner. She's a brilliant woman.
The healthcare benefits are nice.
Yeah, she's a brilliant woman.
Yeah.
You're right. You better just put on that apron.
I'm eternally in that apron, bro. Yeah, that's the problem.
All right. That's all right. Now, I feel good. I do. I got the 2011. You remember 2011? The Phillies go get Pence.
Yeah, I was excited about that. And man,
so was I, and he was disaster.
He was so annoying
in the play. Like
he looked weird.
Yeah,
he just like goony the way he ran.
Yeah, it was one series and out, and then he goes to San Fran and he's Mr. October clutch.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. Center field and second base are like not major league ball players at the plate right now. So the Phillies are in first place with like a 7-person lineup. It feels like.
Well, I mean, you can talk about left field too.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, center.
Otto gives you a little something.
Second.
He struck out with the bases loaded.
But left, center, second.
Right.
And it's not like third is like
no
jacking the ball.
I know.
I'm not asking for Schmidt, but how about give me a little bit more than Rick Shue.
They were saying a month ago, I read, Bryson Stott's just Freddie Galvis with better looks in a walk-up song, but he's not even Freddie Galvis at the plate right now. That's a slight to Freddie.
Yeah, he frustrates me, man. And we're lucky because JT's playing so well. And
I owe JT an apology. I said he was cooked. He's had a good 6-week run here. Showing some.
I've been on a JT. I'm on his side.
Yeah, I know.
And I think he's bailed you out a couple. Yeah. He's bailed you out over the last month.
Yeah, I was wrong. Give him his 3-year deal now.
Here's the issue with him, is that I just don't know how long he sustains. Long, a lot of games.
Defensively, he still looks good.
He looks great.
That's what I feel like goes first with the catchers, like the
right.
knees.
But in this lineup, and the fact that he's a right-handed hitter, you need him to produce.
Yeah, and he's answered. I got no qualms with JT. He's one of the least of my worries right now. Coming into the season, he was one of my major worries. But
Yeah.
he shut me up.
So here's
punched me
the
in mouth.
question, and here's the question to start. Do you feel like they're a World Series team?
You know, right here in Philadelphia, it doesn't. But when watching the National League as a whole, yes. They're just as good as any other team in the National League.
Yeah, I think they're just as good too. But are they a world like?
Well, we're missing that excitement. I'm telling when I say in the community, like people are so frustrated with the bats. The pitching gets overlooked. They're just so frustrated.
No,
with
I
the
know.
inconsistency.
I found myself after this West Coast trip in San Fran and San Diego. I feel the same way. Like I feel like I'm getting frustrated with the bats, and you like Sanchez yesterday. I mean, how economical he was with his pitches,
Dude, he is.
I mean, you're into the eighth inning. Like what a big deal that is to get to the eighth and not having to go to your pen.
And he had a lot of drama this weekend. You know, he came out, put it aside, and he's so cool. I mean, I don't know, his demeanor. He's really, I don't know how he came from nowhere. He might be one of the best bargains in baseball. It
goes back to that. It goes back to that rotation, right? Like besides Wheeler, and it was funny. We were talking about the, hasn't been a preeminent Wheeler piece.
Yes,
and then
Scott Lauber did it.
Yeah, Scott did it on Friday.
It was a good one. Yeah,
very good piece. Very good story.
I recommend that.
Yeah, very good story. But it was interesting because you got Wheeler. I'm a Luzardo fan, and Sanchez is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got to be your 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Sanchez is making $2 million this year.
Yeah, no, I mean that's.
Well, yeah, he's got to be.
I mean that's incredible. That's incredible. And Phil's had the amateur draft last night.
Everybody's
right.
Everybody's wooded up. Yeah.
Who's got Wood?
Everybody woke up with Wood this morning. Oh, Gage Wood.
Gage Wood,
Woo.
The Phillies' first-round pick from Arkansas, had a no-hitter in the College World Series.
Yeah. And struck out how many?
Oh, my God.
19?
Honestly, I was like, listen, it's hard to look at the amateur baseball draft. It's a tough draft to kind of project.
Mm-hmm.
It's like projecting these 12-year-olds. I'm in the middle of the 12-year-old kind of thing. We played, we were in our sectionals, and we played this team from Haddonfield, which was really good. In fact, my buddy Mike Kopp, his son pitches. Mike threw sidearm. Played for Arizona, from South Philly, and he's taught his son his motion and throwing under
sidearm.
Yeah,
I used to hate batting.
I know, and he's good. But anyway, this team is a good team.
The Haddonfield, what's their name?
Yeah, Marco.
What are they?
Haddonfield Little League.
That's it. They don't.
In fact, I think Sirianni was at one of the games. I didn't. The one game. I didn't know. Somebody told me he was there, but we were playing somebody else. But they're really good.
Him? You couldn't smell the football? I smell another meathead. He's around this ballpark somewhere.
There's an eagle here.
Yeah. There's a football guy here somewhere.
Dude, have you noticed that? I just can't wait. I honestly, we're topical on the show, right? It's a daily show, and so we go into what's happening, what's topical. But I can't wait. I look around.
Days.
Last night, there were no sports last night. There was no Sunday Night Baseball. There were no sports.
Mm.
Well, there was a game, a match, but not last night.
Last night?
No, we talking about Wimbledon? That was in the morning.
Sinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up because he's all centered up.
Your boys. PSG. What happened to them?
Oh, stop. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Dude, we got to talk about that too.
Crazy.
Dude, Chelsea?
I know. Cole Palmer.
I asked you, I go, dude, what's going to happen? No, they roll. I thought the same thing.
That's what I thought.
I look up, it's 3-0. I'm like, what?
Cole Palmer had that brace, man. He was electric in that game.
That was amazing. But come on, man. There's no football.
Yeah.
I sued. I'm dying, man. I'm freaking dying for it. I can't wait for it.
Poor saps. Had a good time last night out about union transfer.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize.
Would you go
there
to
was
the show?
sports. Yeah, Victor Fiorello did his fundraiser for Live Aid, the Live Aid anniversary party last night.
Oh, that's cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Victor's
there's so
terrific.
much good Philadelphia talent as far as music wise.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
But I'm keeping an eye on the draft. I'm like, Gage Wood
what's the deal, man? Like, he's not hurt. He just pitched a limited 16 games, and that's what pushed him down.
Yeah.
Because ESPN, I mean, I don't know. They're talking about we'll see him in October in the bullpen.
right,
Like what?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Talk about giving you wood. Like, come on, bro.
Wait,
Like,
by the
what are
way,
you talking about?
I love the fact that there's a possibility. I mean, I doubt it.
yeah.
Right? I don't think so, but I don't know. I mean, the problem is the Phillies. Like the Phillies are so conservative with prospects. For a team that never doesn't have a lot of prospects, right?
Yes,
that don't mind a lot.
Right.
I mean, not for nothing. If they were gold rush 49ers
Yeah.
with the pan looking for gold, I mean, they're coming up empty a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to starve.
Yeah, they might need their strainer like readjusted.
They're going to starve, man. But and the prospects they do have, they are so methodical and conservative. Around baseball, you see bring up the 19-year-old, the 20-year-old, the 21-year-old.
Yes. It feels like everybody does that.
Right.
And
So are they gonna bring up Gage Wood
dude,
in the bullpen?
Yeah, can you play one of the clips I sent over?
I mean,
there's the Major League Baseball one. We just need the first minute of it after he got signed, and then there's another clip of like someone they're trying to stall the kid, like just irritate him, and man, this kid's got stoned.
Yeah, he's nasty, dude.
He's got an edge to him.
He's
This dude pitched arguably
Face.
the greatest game in the history of the College World Series. On June 16th against Murray State, he threw a no-hitter with a record 19 strikeouts. The velo's for real, Tony. Gage Wood.
Yeah, he might be ready to help their bullpen out. And what you saw in the Murray State game was a culmination of his rehab or progression back to being healthy. So we talked about Ethan Conrad. Gage Wood was not healthy at the very beginning of the season.
Who is that?
And he had to slowly work his way up to having a true starter pitch count. And when he had that pitch count, nobody really got to him, and it was because of the fastball. He thinks, according to his teammates and coaches, no one can touch his four-seam fastball. It's grip and rip, and the statistics kind of back up his opinion.
Nobody
I asked
can
one of his
touch his
teammates also just
four-seamer.
about him in general. First thing that comes to mind, he said most hardest worker and also most selfless teammate, which when it comes to being a superstar, a first-round type kid, it's pretty amazing that those are some of the first words that kind of came out of his teammate's mouth.
13 career starts in college baseball. That's it. Lance Brostowski, in terms of the stuff, the fastball and the curveball, they're big league ready, are they not?
100%. I think if you ran this guy and his statistics through what you call a stuff model, so trying to aggregate velocity, release, etc., it's one of the best in the entire class. And he's going outside the top 20 here. Tony was talking about the fastball. I want to highlight the curveball. This guy's ability to create.
I was actually like fired up.
Is
When I saw that, I was
That's
like,
one of the things you'll see in a
fight!
lot of directions.
There's the other one I said, like,
Gage.
try and irritate him. Maybe it's like maybe the Gage number 2 I sent you.
oh my God. Like, dude.
Conference pick. He strikes out on the breaking ball.
Oh, there's another one where they tried to delay
Well,
him.
don't
Yeah.
maybe go cut
Dude,
the
see how
grass for
late
now,
that
but
kid
it's
was?
not been the case. And what
Look
has
at
been the
that
case?
fifth thing was right down Broad Street.
A sword.
man.
Another 0-2 to
Look at
Charlie
that.
Jury.
Wicked.
Dropped in for strike.
Look at that. Gage.
3-2 pitch to Cunningham.
Oh,
and a
how
strikeout
late
injury there.
he
and now
swung
Murray
yesterday.
State. What are they doing to Bayou?
Dude, like,
Another one.
this is the
Gage
pick
Wood's
that
2-2
Look at this,
pitch.
look at this.
Those
God,
top shelf
that thing
fastballs are
moves,
actually
got a
strikes.
tail.
tail
on
on
it.
it's ridiculous. And
Yeah.
then the breaking ball.
That's a top shelf curveball. That's a 2-2. Oh, just buckles. The 1-2.
Hey, look,
Swing
can you
and a
imagine
miss
this kid?
again. Gage Wood's 3-2 to
Who
Cunningham.
figures that the fight pitching heaven?
2-2 pitch. Is caught and missed.
Oh,
Wood 2-2.
this is like watching Cooper the take down King Henry. I love the kid, Gage.
This kid is nuts.
The kid thinks his fastball is unhittable.
Comes
That's
up
what
in
he
it,
wants.
Gage Wood. Swing and a miss.
Again, how late? Man, Gage is nasty. Gage.
Oh, man.
Gage.
I never imagined the day after the baseball draft that we'd be thinking this kid might come up and help. They might get someone who could help you in October.
But listen, if that's the kind of kid that nobody's seen, that will do well. Like that's the kind of kid that will be effective. Like I mean, there's so much data I don't know about what he's about and the whole thing. But man, oh man, if you just project to October and you see his stuff, I mean,
do they have anyone better in the minors?
No,
throwing out of the pen.
No,
that kid
not even close. No, no, not Painter, not anybody. Right? Like when you look at the movement, and again, this is college. It's college, right? But it's not big leagues. Still, when you throw that hard and you got that kind of movement.
And control. I think I heard this morning he had the best strikeout to walk ratio,
well,
10
all
to 1
around the plate.
10 to 1.
My God, Gage that's Wood. Fantastic. Wood. Oh my God, yeah. No,
got Wood.
It's a great name. Gage Wood.
No, seriously, Gage.
Yeah.
Gage is a great name.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's a baseball name.
It is.
Where's Gage at? Let's go, Gage. You throwing wheels? The Lizard. Sanchez and the Gage. I would love to bring him out of the pen because that would just mess people up.
That would excite the fan base too.
Yeah,
having this guy coming out.
Oh my God,
throwing like 98.
Yeah,
with he's got attitude.
Yeah,
yeah.
And he's the type of dude you bring in say Rangers on the mound, right?
Oh
right?
yeah.
And then Ranger gives you 6 innings of guile.
Yeah.
And then here comes the flamethrower to close out the game. Gives you pitches the next 3 innings. Untouchable. And there's the man. Like you see, I can just close my eyes. I see Soto shaking his head.
Yeah, one lucky viewer's right, man. After 111 pitches, he's still throwing 97,
I
98.
Know. No, man, I love that. My God, that's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's take a quick TO, take care of some business. Best and worst of the weekend coming up, and some VG's Nugs, including a couple. The ESPN did the top 10 quarterbacks, and lo and behold, Jalen gets snubbed again.
Oh, that can't be Arlovsky doing that?
I don't know what they do their whole thing.
I think it was Jeremy Fowler.
Yeah, they did their
here we
scouts, scouts, GMs, all the big polls. And once again, there's a slight. He's in the top 10, but there's a bit of a slight. So we got to talk about that. We got all kinds of stuff to get into. You want to talk about a little Empire?
Yeah, why not?
Empire
today. Floors. That's all these people do at Empire. And just like your favorite team needs a home court or field or ice advantage, your home needs a good flooring advantage because everything starts from the floor and works its way up. Empire today's got flooring experts, dedicated flooring professionals who focus on just one thing, flooring. Not like the big box stores where if you can even find someone to help you in a department, they don't know what they're talking about because they jump around from departments to department, lumber to electricity to flooring, who knows? That's why Empire today is all the difference you need because they live and breathe flooring and they'll be with you every step of the way. It makes it a whole new ballgame. Plus, check this out. They bring the showroom to you. They got a digital virtual showroom designer. You pick out some flooring samples, take some pictures of the room you're going to put it in, and you can see if you like it, see if it matches. So there's no guesswork. And you get clear upfront pricing. Plus, check this out. You can get installation as soon as the next day if what you pick out is in stock. So check it out. Schedule a free in-home estimate today because things are just better at home. PHLY listeners, you can receive a $350 discount when you use the code PHLY. Just use the code PHLY, $350 discount. Restrictions do apply, but visit Empire today/PHLY for full details. Empire today.
All right, let's go over to our favorite Pico spot.
I'm hot.
Anthony Gargano, PHLY, VG. My brother, you look hot.
Dude.
I mean, I feel kind of hot too, to be honest with you.
Dude, my house is like a sauna meets a steam room. It's insane. This heat's unbearable.
Well, look, this Philly heat is no joke. It's summertime, man.
Dude, if I could tell you, I stood with my head in a freezer for 10 minutes before I left the house today. Disaster.
Brother, just turn on the AC. How come you just don't turn on your air conditioner?
Trying to save some cash, man. Save the world. Save the climate. Go green. All that stuff.
Listen, I feel you. Do yourself a favor. I got your answer.
All right.
Like, do it solid. Check out Pico's energy saving rebates. All right. They've got deals on Energy Star cooling equipment that actually work and cut your bills.
So you're telling me no more freezer head?
No, not unless you want to look like a freezer head.
No. I'm good. This is
right.
great news.
I'm serious. You're good, man. Trust me. Just head to pico.com/ways to save. They got tips for everything. Heating, cooling, lighting, you name it. It's Pico. We love Pico.
I'm in.
All right. Hey, before we get the best and worst, one more. This Gage thing, I'm so excited about, right? Like, everything fires you up. Let's take a look. You brought this up, and this is the Gage Wood. We're going to try to mess with his head.
Yeah, kind of stall him a little bit, get him off his rhythm.
Yeah, it's the big deal brought to us by Cherry Hill Kia. The big deal Phillies selecting Gage Wood in the first round of the amateur draft. Take a look. That plays on Broad Street, man. That plays. Gage!
Bro, low and John, he's like, that kid's got the psychotic killer look in his eyes.
I mean, what? What's not to love about this kid? Oh, my God. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's go. Time now for the best and the worst of the weekend. I'll start with you, Andrew.
Yes.
Was your worst, let's go worst first, was your worst Chelsea beating PSG?
It was because I was going in so confident into that game, thinking PSG was going to win, and then they just got boat raced by Chelsea, who I did not think had any business being there.
Club World Cup. What'd you think?
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I did
Good
too.
time, yeah.
I thought it was a good tournament. They
tournament.
They changed it, wrinkled, for the whole thing, and in preparation for the World Cup next year. I think it was a good appetizer.
No, I think it was great, and I think it was great for the States to see that as well. I mean, towards the end, you're looking at crowds up to 75,000 people. So, I mean, they had the showing. Now, the only thing that came out of it that I didn't like, a lot of the players complained about the heat.
Yeah, the whining. Now they're going to whine about next year. I saw the story.
Too hot here?
Yeah. So last week on Friday,
soccer players.
There was a whine that they want to move the games like 7 a.m. or 9 p.m. because they think it's too hot.
Or go to domed stadiums.
I like 9 p.m.
So there are kids that are 14 years old playing 3 matches a day down in Miami in the dead heat, and they're not complaining.
I mean, not for nothing.
There's college kids playing football in pads in the
but
summer.
here's what I don't understand. Last I checked, summer's summer. Summer's hot. It's hot in Europe in the summer, too.
They're wearing shorts. It's not like they're wearing
Except
wool.
for England, the only place where there's never summer.
Yeah, it's where the little foo-foo comes in,
Yeah, that's weak.
Aren't a lot of
It is a
players
little weak.
from South America, Central America?
Some of them, yeah. Now, not all of them were complaining, but I guess there were enough
guys.
voices, loud voices, that FIFA is reconsidering all the
Spain,
World Cup
Italy.
stuff.
I mean, it's hot in those places.
I think.
Portugal.
That's what.
Yeah.
All right, what's your worst?
I went to a show at the Mann Center Saturday night. They got to do something about getting a train. It took me an hour to get out of there. There's one road coming out of there, and there's no cop. Like, they have the street light on the regular timing. And on that road during the day, there's no traffic. So it's green for like 30 seconds. You got thousands of cars lined up. They need a cop there to make, blow through, or just change it so it's green for 4 minutes so you can get the road out. It took forever.
Yeah,
Miserable.
There's
no good transportation out there. There's no public transportation. Getting an Uber is like $30 from South Philly. So I was irritated going. I liked the man. Saw a great show, Rod Stewart. But getting out of there is a disaster.
Oh, right on, Rod Stewart.
Yeah, dude. Rod Stewart
That's actually awesome.
was awesome. And it was packed with old heads.
Yeah. Rod at the man.
Rod Stewart.
Dude,
I mean, my mother listened to Rod
He
Stewart.
was awesome. He had like a backing band, like
How old is Rod Stewart? He's 80. Yeah.
He's 80.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was great.
Wow, you're nuts, man. God bless you.
I mean,
Like, if Rod was out in my backyard, I'd be like,
my friend hit me up. He's like, "You going to the show? I just grabbed a ticket." I was like, "All right, it's $55 to get on the lawn." I was like, "All right, we'll go." Yeah, it was fun. He was fantastic.
God bless you, man. That's awesome. I'm trying to think, if Rod was playing in my backyard and there was a ball game on, I think I'm going ball game.
Ah, man, what about this Sunday? I think we're going out and Cyndi Lauper's there for her final show.
I definitely would be watching a ball game.
Girls just want to have fun, yo.
Oh my God, that's amazing. All right, your best, Andrew. What is your best?
We took my nephew to a fair, a county fair for the first time ever. Got to see him ride some rides.
What county fair? Where was the county fair?
So it was up in Bucks County. It was the Dublin Fair by the firehouse.
Now, what is that? Like, is that like you
so
dress up?
No. It's
like a state fair,
like the
vibe,
summer
but
fair. You got
small
like the
scale?
rides, like the zipper,
Carnival?
Yeah,
the
it sounds like a
carnival,
carnival.
The carnival.
All right. Well, there's a big. I think a state fair. I think
like
like
pie eating
who's got the
contest,
largest pig?
sunflower. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do pig calls like woo-wee, woo-wee.
Around there, yeah,
Like-
they
like-
do
like-
that stuff.
Well,
But
you're a state fair. You live in Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about.
You talk about a carnival.
yeah, you throw the darts at the balloons to try to pop
That's a
them,
carnival.
ring toss, all
Yes,
that.
that's a carnival.
Little
Carnival.
traveling carnies come
Yeah,
through.
yeah, we
the
did the
carnival.
carnival. Yeah, it was great. He had a great time. It was his first time ever going, so seeing his face light up was fun.
Dude, did you see what was the HBO show? You'll remember this. This is like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, about the carnies
I don't remember this.
in the Dust Bowl, and it was like it was on the edge of hell.
They're scary folk, them carnies.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, think
carny
about
people.
it. If you're going to be on a traveling carnival circus, you got demons.
You got some strange in you.
Was it just called Carnival?
Carnival.
Carnival?
That's it.
All
That's
right.
what it is. Carnival.
All right.
Yes. Do you remember what? It was a
I never
great
watched
series.
it.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
It's a great concept about, around this traveling carnival.
Yeah, they're.
But it's a carnival.
Yeah. Yeah, carnival was fun.
We used to have the carnival. I used to love the Stella Maris Carnival
Was that
in South
Was
Philly.
it all local people or
Yeah.
was that
No.
carnies come through?
Well, yeah. I mean, they put through
We
it.
had
But
the Juniata Carnival.
when I
Those
was a
carnies
kid,
came.
right? Like carnies go to everything.
Yeah.
But they would have, because South Philly, they have to have gambling, right?
Yeah.
And they would have real gambling,
So would we.
right? Like the church, and it was like the church
Oh,
was
the
the
church
house.
had it?
Yeah, like the church was the house, right? And they give you the cut, but they had like gambling, like you're
Yes.
playing blackjack,
Yes.
you're playing whatever they had, like quarters. You win money off the wheel.
Yeah, because we had the
There's a
carny
quarter,
rides.
you win 75 cents.
The rides were on like the baseball park at Juniata, and then we had the clubhouse where we played basketball. But it was only 18 and over to get in there, and that's where they had the casino set up, like crap stables and stuff.
Yeah, it was like real money. Like
Yeah.
they were gambling,
Yeah.
like the real money. It was crazy, man.
We did not have that going on, but I wish we did.
All right. What did you eat? What did they have at the carnival? Did you eat?
Oh, the funnel cake, the
Right.
deep fried Oreo, the snowball. I hate a snowball.
You like the funnel cake?
It's all right.
My
Good funnel cake, yeah.
But
Loaded with powdered sugar.
Yeah, it's all right. It's too much.
we used to call fried dough. My grandmother used to make it, and every once in a while she would, and not like a big thick, but she would make.
Yeah.
She stick like if she was making pizza or whatever, and she had like leftover dough, she'd make fried dough, like little pieces
Yeah.
of it. I mean, it was delicious.
Was she an old head who had like a pot of like the oil just always there?
Yes.
Reuse it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
The pan of oil.
Yeah.
She had the pan of oil all the time. And she reuse it. You're right.
Yeah.
She had the pan of oil. But that frying pan she never washed.
Yeah.
And she made chicken cutlets out of that pan. That frying pan was the greatest.
That thing was seasoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
She had the peppers. She would do these. She used to hang peppers in the cellar. There was a clothesline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she put the clothespin on these peppers and they would dry out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then she would fry them in oil. And you'd walk in the house, right? Because you were frying up the hot peppers.
Yeah, dude. It's like mustard gas or something.
And that was the long hots.
Yeah.
That's where these long hots come from. The long hots came from that.
That's wild.
And then I'll never forget, she would make, the aioli was a big deal, right? It's just garlic and oil.
Yeah.
And the long hots with grated cheese on it. and she was the homemade pasta. It was good. It was like all that probably cost 38 cents. It was delicious.
Peeling Onions in chat was calling it the Italian wok.
Yes. That's fabulous. That's so on point.
Yeah, Ray from Philly, his grandmother hung peppers in the basement. His eyes would burn.
Yes, Ray. How about that? Wasn't that crazy? Like you go down a cellar and like it didn't dawn on us like what. But like I can only imagine now, you went down the cellar and there would be rows and rows of hot peppers hanging from the clothesline. You're too young, Joey. Your grandmother probably
Joey's
did
still
it.
waking up.
Joey said, "Are you here?" What was your best of the weekend?
I've been riding Middleton hard. The best was hearing that they're going to pay Sanchez his All-Star bonus, even though he's not at the All-Star game. You know, of course, Rod Stewart was great, but I thought that was a good move by the Phillies organization, class organization.
Yeah.
Hey, because he's making not a lot of money.
No, I mean $2 million. You kidding me? No,
I mean,
that's
it
smart.
sounds crazy though. $2 million's not a lot, but
no,
in that world,
no.
yeah.
I think you're.
So I thought that was a class move by the Phillies.
I think you're spot on. It really was. I thought you were to go Sinner. So I wake up. I'm up. Like I check my phone. I see a thread, and it's Danny DDAD and VG, and they're all Wimbledon up.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for the 11 a.m. start time.
Yo, if you haven't,
So your boy drops the first set.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, looking
and
sketchy.
he comes back and wins 3 in a row.
3 in a row. And Sinners Can't was like, this first set's important. You know, we got to come out strong, and they lose it. You're like, oh, this might be a quick one. And then, bam, Sinner just focus. Got the good little fist pump he does all the time. It's a good one for the Italianos. First Italian ever to win Wimbledon. Good for the homeland. Motherland's happy partying. Roma was on fire last night.
Was it really?
Yeah, people celebrating.
Danny D and I were busting your stones, saying he's a fake Italian.
He's from like
7
meters. Language is German.
Outside the Austrian, whatever it is, Swiss
His
border.
first language is German. But listen, if you have zoned out, if you can remember the days where tennis was really good and you zoned out, you know, these two guys, Alcaraz and Sinner, they're fun. They're going to be good for a while. They're 23 and 22.
Yeah.
They're going to be battling for a decade together with each other.
Yeah, that's cool. Now that's hopefully the sport. I mean, you know, listen, during this dead period, you know,
Yeah.
you need something that's cool.
Yeah, INS says already they got 9 Grand Slams between them, and they're 22 and 23.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they're legit. These
Man,
guys.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That really is. That's wild. All right, let's take a quick sponsor break, and then we'll come back, and we got some VG's Nugs coming up at 10. David Murphy coming up at 10:30, fresh off the Summer League. We'll go live to Vegas. Kyle Nuebeck to talk about the Summer League. Wah, wah.
Yeah, sure is.
How about they shut down Cooper Flag? What are we doing? Are we that? What? You get these kids that are like phenoms,
Yes.
and you don't want to play them.
No, you can't. There's no sense in playing
like
them.
as much as we go gaga over Gage,
Yeah.
and we're gaga over Gage, what are the chances that the Phillies are actually going to use them in the playoffs?
Very slim.
I'm hoping they're good.
Yeah, but knowing how conservative they are with
yeah,
prospects.
I mean 1%.
They just say what you want, but you're looking at center field. It's a wasteland. At the very, Crawford may not be the right-handed power bat, but listen, the kid can play, gets on base, and Jamie's not wrong, right?
I mean,
like he mans center field.
The lineup needs some. The lineup and the fan base needs an injection of something.
Yes.
because it's stale from last year.
Right, and Otto, God bless him, he's not enough.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Well, yeah, come on, man. Let's talk about some of our friends, all right? Let's go Cherry Hill. Whoop, sorry, buddy. Jumped the gun for a second. Let's talk about Cherry Hill Kia, all right? You're looking for a new ride? Look no further than Cherry Hill Kia, which is a folk auto dealership. All right, you got an amazing deal. Super low lease payments. KiaofCherryHill.com is the website. Check it out. I mean, they have an amazing selection. Over 450 new Kias to choose from. They have over 40 Tellurides, over 100 Sportages, over 35 Carnivals, over 75 Carnivals, over 75 Celtos, over 80 souls. That's the vehicle of VG. He's got soul. 7 of the Kia models got the 2025 Car and Driver Editor's Choice Awards. 7, which is an amazing number considering there were more than 450 models tested and only 20 received this award. They get 7 of the 20.
That's outrageous.
That's dominant, right? Dominant.
Pure
so
dominant.
you got to check it out. KiaofCherryHill.com. Minutes for all bridges, available 24/7. Go see Bill over at Kia. All right, tell him. All right, tell him PHLY sent you. Tell him I sent you. They're going to give you the cuz discount. All right, he's going to take care of you. Take a test drive. They want to feed you. They'll give you a $100 restaurant.com gift card. Check it out. All right, I know people buy Kias elsewhere. I just don't know why.
No reason.
Don't get it. Don't get it. All right, let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. So what do we got tonight? Home Run Derby.
Ah.
All right, I need you to pull the odds up for the Home Run Derby.
Listen, there's only this show. He became our hero when you were away. This show has got one. There's only one name in this derby. Big Dumper. That's it. Cal Raleigh. We're dumped up. He's at plus 300. He's a favorite. Him and O'Neal Cruz are favorites.
So you got O'Neal Cruz. Who else you got?
Big Dumper.
All right.
James Wood. Hey, can we talk about...
I like James Wood a lot.
Listen to this.
He's not Gage Wood, but I like James.
Yeah.
He's a left fielder for the
Juan Soto deal.
Nationals.
Right?
Right fielder.
Juan Soto, Nationals, straight on the Padres.
Yeah.
They get James Wood, stud.
Yeah.
They get C.J. Abram.
Stud.
And Mackenzie Gore.
Stud.
That's a crazy trade.
No, great trade.
Yeah.
Great trade.
Dude.
Great
Yeah.
trade. Great trade.
So you got Matt Olson is plus 700. Byron Buxton is plus 800. Our boy Brent Rooker plus 900.
I look at him a little bit. Good.
Jazz plus 1,200.
Chisholm.
Yep. And Junior Caminero plus 1,100. That's your lineup.
Junior C. He's got good power. Hits the ball a mile. Rooker's got value. I mean, obviously Cal Raleigh is the.
Just
what he's
put
done.
your money on Cal because it's going to be fun.
30. Does he have 39?
He's right around there.
He had 38 coming into Saturday. I think he had one on Saturday night. Bonds has the record, of 39.
Yes.
Before the All-Star break.
Let me see what Cal's at.
38. He's got 38.
He's got 38 right now. Yeah.
38.
For a
That's
catcher.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you have it on the Bet Parks
switch-hitting
app.
Catcher.
I may go Rooker at 9.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good value.
All right. Byron Buxton, everyone's fired up. They want the Phillies to make a run at. You can't.
5 for 5 the other night. Hit for the cycle.
I know.
On Saturday.
But this home run derby doesn't.
If I
do
could
well.
get Buxton, to play center. Are you kidding me? Play center field?
What's he gonna last? 2 weeks?
What's that?
Guy's never been healthy for a season.
I know, dude.
Never.
He's a great player. He's a great player.
Yeah, but you gotta have the data, man.
He's a great player.
That is, he gets hurt every year.
It was his bobblehead day too when he did that.
On the side when he hit the cycle.
Yeah.
Bobblehead probably broke.
Jesus.
Yeah, all the heads popped off.
Oh, man, come on. Buxton. I like Buxton.
Simultaneously, they all just popped.
I like Buxton. I do. All right. Check it out. And listen, besides the Home Run Derby, I know there's not a lot of sports, but there's all the casino games on the Bet Park app, right? So you have live casino blackjack and roulette and craps. You can be like James Bond playing in the virtual casino. You got all your hot slots. What are your favorite slots now?
I'm on Divine Fortune Black. Like a little Pegasus kind of horse flying around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I can see you being a flying horseman. Check out the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. It's phenomenal. All right? You're going to love it. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be you got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Now, time for VG's Nugs. I'm going to start it off, though.
Yeah.
Because ESPN's doing the top 10. They did their top 10 by position. And they hit you with quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. Once again, here's what happens. You ready? They do the top 10 quarterbacks. Here's your list. Coming in at number 10 is where am I at here? Number 10 is Baker Mayfield.
All right.
Actually, let me do it from the top. All right.
Okay.
Coming in at number 1 on top of the list is Mahomes, right? No surprise. Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Number 2, Josh Allen, no qualms. Number 3 is Burrow, no qualms. Right? Number 4, Lamar, no qualms. Number 5, Jaden Daniels.
Come on.
Jaden Daniels.
Too soon.
Coming in at number 5.
Too soon.
5. I love the kid. Kid does everything. All right. Number 5. Number 6, Stafford.
I'm okay
Number
with
7, Herbert.
that. Nah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Number 8, Goff.
Out.
No.
Jared Goff.
No.
Number 8.
Out.
Where's our boy at? Where's he
Number
at?
9, Jalen.
9.
So he should probably be 6th or 7th, right? 6th.
I mean, wow.
It should be 6.
His highest ranking was 6. Why would he just won the Super Bowl. Why would his ranking go down?
Yeah.
More than a few.
Oh, last year he was honorable mention?
He was honorable mention last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Outrageous.
How about this?
Honorable mention last year.
Here's what's going on. When asked to be a high-volume thrower in 2023, Hurts struggled taking care of the ball, resulting in 15 interceptions. To his credit, he cut that number down to 5 in 2024, but on much fewer attempts than 361. The question isn't whether Hurts belongs in the top 10. He undoubtedly does. It's whether he has the ability from the pocket to vault into the top 5 eventually, as his Super Bowl pedigree would suggest he could. More than a few voters see shades of Russell Wilson's career. Hurts has many traits that contribute to winning at a high level, but needs a steady ground game around him and wouldn't necessarily thrive in a pass-heavy system.
I mean, the dude just wins. Takes care of the ball.
Russell Wilson.
No.
Russell Wilson went to Super Bowls, won a Super Bowl. Are we looking at Russell Wilson 2.0?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't see that at all.
Russell, remember one thing, because we all think about Russell Wilson now. Russell Wilson, young Russ, was very good.
Yeah.
Now, he was weird and they had some weird things. So Jalen's not that. But young Russ was an excellent quarterback. He was a top 5, top 7 quarterback in the
But
league.
he fell off a cliff. There's nothing in Jalen Hurts' game to indicate he's fallen off a cliff.
Well, now not because he's in his prime. But, I don't know, at 32, and he can't move as well.
At 32? Sure. I mean, he's going to win another. He should have won 2 Super Bowls. He's basically an MVP.
But we're talking about it. Is he Russell Wilson? I think that's fair.
I think he's better than Russell Wilson.
Shades of Russell Wilson.
I see the comp.
Again, Russ, I think we forget how good Russ was, how effective he was.
He was effective. Yeah, I know. He was just never.
He wasn't that. That's wrong. He was very effective.
I think Jalen's got a far better deep ball than Russ Wilson had.
Russ had a great deep ball.
Jalen's is so nice, dude. Just falls right in.
You're forgetting. Russ, that deep ball.
I don't know why I take it as a slight. It's like
why do you take?
I don't know.
You're looking too much into today's Russ.
I guess I am.
You got to put your mind back in the old Russ young Russ was good.
It seems like forever
He had the
ago.
passer rating leader in 2015.
Huh?
Bro.
Wilson. He was a pass rating.
Yeah.
So
he had a year or
ESPN,
two.
you and I,
Leader.
come here. You and I did a little short talking about the top 10s, and we were doing the NFL top 10s and having some fun with. Well, ESPN did the top 10 quarterbacks. You saw that?
I was turning on the TVs out there, and I saw you guys scrolling through it.
Right? So Jalen comes in at number 9.
So it's a little bit of a tough look.
So but here's the question. This is the debate. They say they do GM scouts, and that's how they come up with their
This
list.
is the Jeremy Fowler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come up, they say a lot of voters see shades of Russell Wilson.
Sign me up right now for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sign me right up.
Okay, he takes it as a slight.
What? The dude went to like 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, was a Pete Carroll boneheaded decision away from being a 2-time champ, never got hurt, put up crazy amounts of yards, played really heady, smart football. I loved Russell Wilson.
It's funny.
I never liked Russell Wilson.
He's Captain Corn.
Right. Forget the personality because he
On the field.
That's right.
Taylor has a different personality, but
He's pretty corny too.
right. But Russ, he's taking it as a slight.
No, I'll take
What's
that
the
right
chat
now.
saying? Because
Let's get a little thumbs up there for a little Russ comparison, huh?
INS saying the difference between Russ and Jalen is Jalen's teammates like him.
although not all of them.
Him and AJ don't seem to be best friends no more.
Chizzy says Russ was a problem. Kyle says Russ's deep ball was insane.
His deep ball was nice.
He's trying to tell me what it wasn't.
He was a smart player, never took hits, always got out of bounds.
Dude, I
usually made the right decision.
I'll be honest
I
with
see
you.
the comps. It's a good
I
comp.
totally see the comp.
Yeah.
It was funny
Undersized.
because when I first saw it, when I read it, I went, yeah, I totally see the comp.
I don't want to be Russell Wilson.
Russ was good.
He almost won 2 Super Bowls.
He was actually great.
So did Jalen already.
Yeah, so that's why it's a good comp.
It's actually
Better than Russ.
I mean, Russ was pretty damn good. He was a top 5 quarterback for like a good 7-year stretch.
yes. I just got done
He was
telling him the
probably
same
5,
thing.
but like
right.
he was there.
But isn't that Jalen?
And you put a good defense behind it, and you got a chance to win a Super Bowl.
Isn't that Jalen? He's not higher than 5.
I don't think so.
I mean,
They're the same age when they won. Russell Wilson was 25 when he won the
it's
Super Bowl.
a great comp.
I think
And
it's a
Jalen's
really
26.
fair comp, yeah.
So they're right on the same trajectory.
Yeah.
It's a great comp.
He just fizzled at the end. You got recency bias.
I told him that.
And he's Captain Corn, so that doesn't help his case.
Here's what they got, bro. They got
Jalen a better runner.
Mahomes. Russ was a really good runner.
I mean, Marshawn Lynch was a beast.
what are you
was
talking
a
about?
better runner. Okay, I thought you said had a better runner.
No, he said that Jalen is a better runner. Russ is a great runner. Like
They're probably fair. They're
About the
never like
same.
home run hitters.
Right.
But they pick up 7-8 yards when it's needed type of thing.
yeah, and then Jalen could take it to the house. But
Yeah.
in
And the tush push probably differentiates.
he's stronger. He's a
Yeah.
more powerful runner. Mahomes.
Yeah.
They go Mahomes, Allen.
Yeah.
Then they go Burrow. Then they go Lamar, and then they go Jaden Daniels.
That's where it goes off.
That's where you lose.
I mean, listen, I
love
love
Jaden
Jaden. I love him. Then they go Stafford. Then they go Herbert.
See, now Herbert's like, look, we all are enamored with the arm and the hair and the flow.
Yeah.
But
He
he
stinks.
I mean,
does not stink.
Does
He
not
does not
stink.
stink.
He
but
doesn't
he's
have
come up
weapons.
small a lot.
Yeah, he's
Well,
He's got to get over a
Choke
hurdle
artist.
before Hurts is behind him.
been hearing
I agree with that. But here's my
about his
argument.
talent forever.
Here's my argument why he's out of his mind with Herbert. Herbert hate. If he fails under Harbaugh, then he's a choker. But like now he's got a real coach. He didn't have a real coach.
Yeah.
And by the way, there was a game against the Raiders where they needed to make to win to make the playoffs. It was an epic Monday night game at the end of the season, and he was clutch as all clutch could be. The kid could sling it.
Yeah, he's got an arm.
I agree with you. I would
Jeff
put
George had an arm too.
I would put Hurts
Ahead of him.
because
Because he's proved it.
yeah, he's done it.
Yeah.
But
That
like, there's no
matters.
doubt about his skill set. I mean, he
Yeah,
showed you.
he's a top
and
10
now he's
skill
got a
set.
real coach. Like, I think they're good.
Yeah, I don't think you can have Daniels and him ahead of Hurts right now.
Right. Right. agree.
Burrow, you can make the case for, even though he hasn't done it. I
No.
think everybody
You
sees
have
what that is.
Burrow. Burrow's absurd.
Burrow's a beast.
With no line.
Lamar,
Yes.
yes, I'm not
It's not even
arguing
close.
it, but he has come up small in the postseason.
Nah,
This
Lamar-
past year was
Ah,
Mark
man.
Andrews.
Lamar's
I know.
ridiculous.
Lamar is, yeah.
No, Lamar,
His
he's
playoff
on
numbers
another
prior to
level.
this year were
That's look at number side. Forget it. He's a watch with your eyes.
Success and numbers kind of go hand in hand there a little bit.
He's ridiculous. Lamar's great. I mean,
I love
playing
him.
again. You know, if not for Mahomes in Kansas City and Andy, he would have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think this is Josh
Him
Allen
and Allen.
here. Zach asked me on Friday who I had, like AFC, NFC. I think this is my Josh Allen year.
All right.
I think he finally gets over the hump.
Breaks through to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
But doesn't win it, right?
Yeah, Jalen's going to win.
Yeah, Jalen wins it.
Because he's better than
back to back.
You know what could be interesting?
Better than Russ.
Yeah.
Just run it on the goal line, Nick.
Well, he's Russ. I don't understand.
I was
him.
working that Super Bowl. The Pete Carroll bonehead.
Well, you and I were working together.
I was in the truck and
Yeah,
like
remember-
everybody's jaw just dropped. It was like a
Why
stadium.
in the world?
Just you have Marshawn Lynch just pounded in.
Yeah, but that wasn't Carroll. That was what's his name, the OC. Bevel, Darryl Bevel.
Yes, there you go.
I mean, that was Darryl Bevel's.
Yeah,
Pete's
the defense, man.
Yeah.
But you can override that if you're the head coach.
No, but you're not.
That stage of the game, though, you gotta.
But that never happens unless you're Belichick and you go run it right now. That rarely.
Isn't that what you want out of your coach?
Yeah. But I don't think I don't think Nick would do it. Would override.
No, he would just pound it. I mean,
Well,
you're on
they
the
would-
1 yard line, you're pounding it.
No. But I mean, I don't know if he would override his OC.
Who's the OC? Current state.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I think that matters.
Yeah. It's
All
true.
right, good little talk. How many days away?
52.
Okay.
52, baby. 52. All right. I still can't believe you're
Allen Russ. He's a
oh,
nerd.
young Russ. Forget the fact everybody hated him and he was a jerk off.
I can't get past that.
Look at his play. He was a great player. Oh my God.
I'd be disappointed if he ends up just being Russ.
I'll take the player Russ. I will gladly take the player Russ.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Do we have David?
We do, yes.
All right, I like it. I want to get David's opinion on this because this is interesting. One of the great columnists in the country, right here, and we visit with him every week. Love him, David Murphy from the Enquirer. Dave,
yo,
what's up, brother?
Great.
Okay, you're on mute.
Let me fix our
Wait, hold on.
audio here real quick.
1 second.
One
Andrew's
second.
fixing the audio. Looking good. He's got the good lid on.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to go.
He should be good now.
Try it now, buddy.
Testing 1, 2,
No.
3.
Ah!
Is it me?
We got a new system that we just
New system.
got in here.
By here, what's about
These
system?
computers.
What do we got?
Hey, we got a super chat anyway. Vince Pellegrini.
Take control.
Mahomes, Burrows, LJ, Hurts, Allen, Stafford. Hurts cannot be lower than 4. Nick told Moore to go for it in the Super Bowl.
Wait. He's got Hurts over Allen?
Yes,
No.
and Stafford.
Come on. I mean, that's where you got to stop. Listen, I mean,
Got to take it too far, Vince.
come
Take
on,
it
Vinny.
too
He
far.
always takes it too far, Vinny.
Yep.
Vinny's always
David, can you
spot
hear
on.
us?
It takes too far. I'm sorry, Murph. I don't know what's going on with my boy. I know it's your system, not you, Andrew. It's not your fault.
Don't do it. Don't do it, David. He hates mimes. Anthony's out on mimes. Doesn't like it.
You would be a mime guy.
Who doesn't like a good mime?
Who doesn't like a good mime?
Yeah.
Mimes are the worst.
They're so entertaining. If
I want
a
to
good
peg them
one,
with pineapples.
a good one. Oh man,
I want to peg them with pineapple. Are you kidding me?
nah,
Let's
nothing.
see. David, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys loud and clear.
All right. Can you figure that out?
Yeah.
And then
we'll cut back to you in a
we'll
minute.
come back to David and try to figure that out.
Let me talk to you about something.
Yeah.
Let me pull up MLB Fox. They've been doing the all-time lineups for teams. They've been releasing them. Let me see if I can find it here.
An all-time lineup?
Yeah, but they don't put the
The batting order?
no. It's just
Oh, come on.
who's in what position.
All right, so let me guess. So
Starting pitcher.
Carlton,
Yep.
right?
Catcher.
Catcher, they go Dalton,
Yep.
right?
First base.
Peace.
Second base.
Second base is Utley,
Yep. Shortstop.
is Jimmy.
Yep. Third base. We know
Schmitty.
Schmitty. All right. They got right field.
Right field. Well, hold on for a second. Right field. Wow.
I don't know if he played right field particularly. I think these are just the top 3 outfielders.
They just going outfields?
I think so. They got Richie Ashburn in right field.
He was center field.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So they have Richie Ashburn. Who else?
Lenny Dykstra in center field.
Lenny?
Yes.
Ew.
And speaking of ew, Bobby Abreu is the other outfielder.
Well, Lenny was great. Like when Lenny, I mean, for those years was amazing. But are we really the outfield?
So we got relief pitcher.
Ashburn, hold on. Ashburn, Dykstra, Abreu?
I feel like
is that possible?
I feel like Gary Maddox got to be out there.
I mean, but dude, it's not like no.
No?
I disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go Dykstra over Maddox. But my point is, you got 2 center field. They don't have a better corner outfielder in the history of the franchise.
Well, they got Bryce as a DH.
Oh, Bryce.
Bryce is a DH.
Okay.
And they got McGraw. Tugger is your all-time relief pitcher.
No. I don't know. I mean, it's too much.
And all-time manager.
Charlie.
All right, let's try again here. Let's see if we can.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got him.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. You need to turn him up a little bit, though. Couple things. We got to hit you with cold because we got in this argument. So ESPN did its top 10 quarterback list. They're doing Jeremy Fowler does it, and it's scouts, it's GMs, it's all this stuff. So they have Hurts at 9. But one of the things they do is they comp. They say that his comp is Russell Wilson, and I think it's a good comp. And I'm great with it because young Russ, take the personality out of it, but young Russ was a terrific quarterback.
Yeah, I just don't know that Russ ever had the scrambling and design run dimension that Hurts brought at that level.
Nah, dude, trust me, he did. Like he would scramble, he would move to throw because he was short. He would have to move to find throwing lanes. He actually was electric as a scrambler.
I
don't remember either.
He never rushed for 1,200 yards though, or 900 yards, whatever.
He was a scramble to throw. He moved to throw. He was a great scrambler.
Yeah, I'll say I don't know that there is a comp for Hurts, and I think, off the top of my head, Russ would probably be, as good as any. I don't know. The thing about Hurts is when he came into the league, and it's a testament to him. When he came into the league, you remember that they were pretty much running the wing T, that first year, and the design running was his number one weapon. I mean, he was a run to throw quarterback. And then in that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I definitely could see Russ there. I mean, Russ at the top of his game, like you said, just positioning himself to a point where he could throw at the angles that he wanted to throw at and needed to throw at. So yeah, I think there's as good as any. But look, I think Hurts is one of those guys that kind of breaks the mold a little bit, and it's why. It's really the greatest testament to his success because you haven't really seen anybody kind of combine everything the way that he has and really turned himself more into a thrower, than a runner. I mean,
I guess the reason why they is they don't know if he could succeed and win in a pass-heavy, throw-heavy offense. That was their reasoning. Why they put him in?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, look, he's not Joe Burrow, and he's not he's not Justin Herbert. He's not Mahomes. He's not a guy who you're going to win with throwing 50 times a game. And look, you can. I mean, the bigger question is, what would he look like in an offense where he didn't have an all-time offensive line in front of him? I mean, it's a fun conversation, but the fact of the matter is, he's the perfect quarterback for this offense. And there's really no comp for this Eagles offense. What they
Right.
did last year. I mean, to kind of reinvent yourself, every year the way they have to a certain degree. I mean, you went from, Hurts. What did he rush for that first year? Did he get the 1,000? It was
Close
at least
to
900.
it. Yeah, it was like close
It was
to
at
it.
least 900 yards. You went from them, calling 2 running plays for every pass play, and Hurts, being the bulk of that, not really having a running back to pair with him. It was kind of a committee back there. To then, his near MVP year, the first Super Bowl year, he's throwing the ball as well as anybody in the league, and really surprising us all with his accuracy and the way he was able to become a passer. And then last year, he was really more of a game manager. Don't get me wrong. I don't say that, to downgrade on him, but he was throwing the ball 20 times a game and picking his spots when it came to running, picking his spots when it came to throwing downfield. And the Eagles have the benefit of doing that because, again, they have, an all-time great offensive line and an all-time great running back. So, I think they're an interesting team because they kind of break the mold in that there really is no mold. We're so like systems oriented with our thinking in terms of, trying to fit everybody into a box, whether it's West Coast offense or, scrambling quarterback, passing quarterback. Eagles offense really and it's Sirianni and Hurts for all their relationship has been kind of fraught. It's really, those are the two guys that make it happen because Sirianni's got a mentality that I'm gonna do whatever tools I have at my disposal. I'm gonna craft an offense that makes sense. And you can make fun of me all you want if it's just running the ball. You can make fun of me all you want if we only throw the ball 15 times. We're gonna do what we do best. And Hurts has executed that as well as anybody could.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. All right, let's go to baseball. All right, there's a couple things before we get to the Phillies at the break and Gage Wood. That's everybody fired up. I'm fired up over Gage Wood. Before we get to that, VG just threw this out that MLB did the Phillies best lineup. All right.
It's MLB on Fox.
MLB on Fox?
Yeah.
All right. In the history of the franchise. So Carlton is the starting pitcher, Dalton catcher, Peace at first, Utley at second, Jimmy at short, Schmitty at third. They have Bryce as the DH. And then listen to this. Ashburn, Dykstra, Abreu. Now, I ask you, you got to come up with something. But you can't put Schwarber there or
Schwarber
Bryce?
should be your DH, right?
Right. Schwarber has to be the DH and Bryce has to be in left.
He's got to be one of the outfielders.
Right or wrong? And is it possible that they have just no corner outfielders in the history of the franchise?
Zinski, Burrow, Jason
Worth.
Yeah.
Well, I think it gets back to what's our kind of context here and how much are we factoring tenure and longevity into it. If you were put it this way, if you were coming up with if you're trying to craft a lineup to win for one season, I think you would absolutely put Harper in left, and I think you'd probably put Worth maybe in right. But again, Worth was only here for 4 years, and you'd absolutely have Schwarber in there. I mean, Schwarber has had more of an impact at the plate than Dykstra ever had.
Right.
And frankly, I would argue Worth did too. And I would argue Worth had a bigger impact at his peak than Abreu did, even though Abreu was great. But then if you're, if we're somehow factoring tenure into it, then, Abreu was here longer. But how long was Dykstra here?
Right. And Schwarber, it's got to be close, right?
I mean, Dykstra's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 years.
Wow.
I didn't think it was that long. Right. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
How about Schwarber? What's he in 4?
He's at 4, right?
Yeah.
So, and
Worth,
that's the thing. I mean, Worth was only here for 3 or 4. So I think that's the big question. But I think
Schwarber has to be on this list.
Yes, absolutely.
Has to be.
And
I
said that earlier. I said that earlier in the season, and people got on me, but I do believe it. Right now, I would put Schwarber up there in terms of as impactful as anybody in that 2008 lineup.
Yeah.
Utley. Now again, you're not taking defense into it. And yeah, Utley had, Utley, you could argue, big piece, obviously. All I'm saying is Schwarber's right in there in that conversation. I mean, he's, as good as Ryan Howard was this year. I mean, he's one of what, 4 guys in the history with 30 home runs before All-Star break. I mean, he's having an all-time season, and he just keeps on getting better. I mean, believe me, I watched Ryan Howard throughout his peak. I covered him every day, and he was great. But Schwarber's, that's the kind of impact, that he's having right now. That's the kind of confidence you have when he gets up to the plate.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Let's get now Phillies at the break. Here's where we stand, right? After winning yesterday, avoiding the sweep, 55-41, a half game over the Mets in the NL East. Again, Dodgers' best record in baseball, 58-39. Cubs second in the National League, 57-39. Milwaukee third at 56-40. So as we look at them going forward, where's your temperature compared to everybody else?
First of all, I don't understand that Milwaukee team. It's amazing that they keep on every year. I mean, they're pushing 90, 95 wins, and could you, how many? Here's the thing: how many guys in their lineup could you name?
Well, you got Frelick leads off.
Yeah.
You got Churio, who is I love Churio.
He's awesome.
You got Yelich. You got Contreras.
Yeah.
Right. Then you got I'm just trying to go through the I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, you got Reese, and then they just picked up Reese is hurt, and they just picked up Vaughn from the White Sox.
Vaughn's been cruising, and they got Joey Ortiz. They got a bunch of these. They
got that kid Durbin,
Caleb Durbin.
They got Monastero.
But they keep on bringing up these guys that aren't necessarily prospects. No one's ever really heard of them, and they just they're almost like the Braves with these pitchers that they cycle through. And Reese is hurt. Reese just got hurt. He's out for I think a month or 2.
Right, that's why they got Vaughn to play first.
Right. But of course,
I loved it. I mean, the kid Mizorowski. I mean, my God. I mean,
but that's a whole nother thing. The whole All-Star debacle, putting that kid in
joke.
I love it.
It's a joke. Come on.
I love it.
Come on.
Yeah,
I love it.
I will say this.
Love it.
Look, if it's an All-Star game, it's kind of like the Hall of Fame. Where is it a numbers thing, or is it guys who were like Andy Pettitte? His numbers might not stack up, but you can't tell the story of baseball without Andy Pettitte. He's got that fame quality, where look, Mizorowski's only got 5 starts, but he's a star and people want to see him pitch. And if you want the All-Star game to be a showcase, look, is he one of the top 30 recognizable names in the game today? Probably. So he should probably be there. And is he one of the guys that people will tune in to watch?
No.
Yeah.
I want to see Mizorowski against Jose Ramirez. I want to see him.
You got to earn that. 5 games doesn't earn that. 5 games doesn't earn that.
He throws 102 miles an hour.
We've seen it before.
Oh my God.
Dom Brown should have never been in the All-Star game, and he had a good half season.
Your head will go flying down.
Great. So have a contest. You can watch him try and throw balls and knock my head off. He doesn't need to be in the All-Star game. Yeah, he doesn't need to be in the All-Star game.
Well, and again, what were we even talking? Oh yeah. So look, we've been saying it all along, and it's just true. The Phillies are they're going to be there, and it's just they're not going to be able to make this lineup into something that it's not. There's nothing they can do to. I mean, we've been watching the same guys for 3 or 4 years now, and they keep trending in the same direction. There's really nothing they can do at the trade deadline to change it. So they're just going to have to get the starting pitching, which they're getting. They're going to have to get that 7th, 8th, 9th inning in order. And then it's a question of if the lineup can get hot and kind of grind out playoff at bats, which we've seen them do before, and which we've seen them do against some really good teams this year. I think the one thing you can take away from is they still have that X factor a little bit where, you put them in a series against the Dodgers, against the Cubs, against the Padres. I mean, there was a playoff atmosphere to that Padres series, and they find a way to win those games a lot of times. And I think that, with their starting pitching, if everybody stays healthy, especially with Christopher Sanchez, throwing cinder blocks like he is right now, they have a 50-50 chance at least against anybody they're in a series with.
Yeah, I woke up this morning with a little lineup pang. I mean, you know what kills you though, dude? The daycare just buries you. I mean, the fact that they're just not good and that they're mediocre below, it's killing you.
I know it's a shame. I mean, speaking as a guy who has drafted Bryson Stott in his fantasy draft each of the last 2 or 3 years, thinking that the breakout was coming. Look, not taking anything away from him, very good baseball player, great defender, but he just, you got to be able to drive the ball at the major league level, and he just doesn't have the frame, and he just doesn't. We've seen guys his size, hit for gap power before, but for whatever reason, the bat just kind of falls out of his hands. And you look at the great lineups or the very good lineups, and yeah, I mean, the top of the order, the middle of the order, the stars, it's a big thing. But to me, the biggest thing is when the bottom of the order always tells you how good a lineup is, where if you got 8 and 9 hole hitters that are actually putting up a fight and can get you something out of those spots instead of just being empty holes. I mean, you're talking about, if you're giving away the 8 and 9 spots in the lineup, you're talking about 10 automatic outs a game. That's it. You're not going to be a great offense if you don't have some sort of consistency down there, and you can't just completely give them away.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. And we were talking about the trade deadline. Obviously, Bob Nightingale from the USA Today said the Phil's looking at the Twins as a partner, right? Johan Duran and Griffin Jacks were the leverage relievers for Minnesota. The bat, that's where I don't know where the bat comes from.
Yeah, I mean, so the at least among Phillies fans I talk to, the dream trade right now is Duran and Buxton. We were
just arguing. We were just arguing about Buxton. I know his injury history, but he's so dynamic. He fills the need. He's right-handed. He's center field. He's everything you need. And by the way, I mean, when he's on, you saw 5 for 5 with the cycle on Saturday.
No thanks.
Yeah, well, he's also almost at a career high in plate appearances. I mean, the guy is this is not an exaggeration. He's literally never gotten to 375 plate appearances before in a season. In fact, when there was all this talk of Buxton this year, I barely even realized he was still playing because he's just never in the lineup, over the years. But if you look at what he's done, I mean, the guy would be a Hall of Famer just about if he produced his career production over 600 plate appearances a season. The thing is, it's going to take you. There's enough teams that are going to be in the running for both. I mean, Jax is great too. For Jackson Duran. And Buxton obviously can help just about everybody because nobody has a center fielder who can do what he's doing when he's right. It's going to take, Painter and Miller, I would think, to get that deal done. Especially since, look, the Twins are, as of yesterday at least, they were 3 games out of a wild card spot. So, and they're playing the Rockies. They have a series against the Rockies, or at least they had a series against the Rockies. And then they have the Nationals, I think, and Dodgers, and then Red Sox. So, they could be going on that series against the Red Sox with a chance to take 2 out of 3 or sweep and really jump back into atop the wild card standing. So you're going to have to incentivize them to trade these guys away. So long story short, the question really is, yeah, obviously Buxton and Duran would help, but are you willing? Does it make sense to give up, one of Painter and Miller plus another decent prospect and say Mickey Abel? That's the big question.
I mean, you're trying to win now.
Yeah, but so look, the way I said it to a buddy of mine the other day is if you could guarantee me that Johan Duran, you're getting, 2.5 years of Johan Duran at his current level, and then you're getting, the rest of the year of Buxton at his current level. Yes, I'm all about. I would agree. I would say, look, trade Painter and come together with a package, because that's the kind of deal that could really push you over the top. Problem is, look, we've seen it with Jordan Romano, who, if you look at Jordan Romano's numbers, between 2021 and 2023, they were Johan Duran's numbers. And with these closers, it's only a matter of time before they fall off. And if you're throwing 100, especially, I mean, look at Alvarado. 1 minute you're on top of the world. Next minute, you got to do PEDs.
Yeah, they're kickers. I get it. Like most of them are like kickers. Those closers. It's very rare that you got a Rivera, a guys that have done it over and over again, consistently. The thing about Buxton, how old is Buxton? Can you look that up?
Yeah, 31.
31.
31. Yeah.
He's 31, and if I'm reading this right, he's got 6 more years at $15 million a year.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
For a guy this injured?
That's not bad. 15 a year in this climate? It's actually not bad.
For a guy that plays 150 games.
And here's the thing. The thing about it is he fixes your lineup.
Yeah, but again, it all comes down to your risk allocation and what are the odds that he's going to be healthy come postseason. That's a question.
I mean, I don't know the player intimately. I don't know the ailments at the top of my head. I don't know what long-term, projections health-wise. I don't know. I don't know with freak injuries versus
you got
like Trout.
Fractured left toe, that he's got knee, wrist, shoulder, left foot, left shoulder, hamstring, knee, hip, ham. I'm just looking at his list of injuries. Knee. He's got a lot of knee injuries. Hip, leg, ribs, back, hamstring, knee, forearm, back, hip, head, elbow, hand. This guy's got a list.
Yeah, I hear you. I just the idea of him fixes your lineup, though. I mean, at 31, he fits with the rest.
If you're going to take a chance on someone who's injured, I would be more leaning towards Trout than Buxton. You got a better shot at Trout being around than Buxton.
I don't know.
Buxton's Trout's like $40 million a year for the next.
Well, that's the point. He's at 15.
Yeah,
I mean that's a much.
Well, the other thing I'd say, if Dombrowski pulls off a move like that, obviously, people will be over the moon. But you got to keep in mind, this doesn't really matter, but you got to keep it in mind. If it gets to the point where you feel like you have to make a trade like that, he's already failed at his job, because you should not get to a point in the middle of the season where you have to trade some of your best prospects to fix positions that you easily could have fixed with better moves prior. The whole reason why I wouldn't want to trade, a guy like Miller or Painter for a guy like Duran is because you're a big market club, and big market clubs can sign any closer they want in the offseason. You could have signed Josh Hader, 3 years ago. You could have signed, Edwin Diaz. You could.
Yeah, you're right.
It's silly to not do that. Re-sign Jeff Hoffman. It's silly to do that. The Phillies did it the 1 year at Roy Oswalt, where everyone knew they needed another starter. They traded Cliff Lee away, once they traded for Roy Halladay. And everyone was like, they're going to get to the middle of the season, they're going to need another starter. And instead of just,
pony it up then. Yep.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, now we need to trade prospects and pay this guy. So now you're talking about.
They were over. I remember that year. I remember talking to Ruben about it. And they were over their budget. And they just, ownership was not giving them. It wasn't the days of Middleton, right? This was pre-Middleton. And it was squarely a money thing. That ownership didn't want to go over the threshold. Ruben didn't want to trade him.
I think Kenny Watkins. And look, nobody they really traded away, ended up turning into anything great. I mean, there's some solid players, Travis DeArnood and, Jay Happ had a long career, but by and large, the big guys, the Drabecks, the Goses, the Singletons, none of those guys really panned out. And that's
Jason Donald.
Yeah, that's the argument for, trading these guys away. And it's kind of the Padres philosophy where, they're gonna wheel and deal every trade deadline because, the vast majority of these prospects just don't pan out. Look at the guys who came up this year, Caglione in Kansas City, all the Orioles guys that we heard so much about last year. So many of these guys just don't pan out. You look at what Andrew Painter's doing right now. Spencer Howard, Don Brown, Scott. Yeah, so that's the counter argument, but I just think that they're at a stage right now where, yes, obviously, if you could guarantee a World Series by parting with the future, then you would do that. The question is, how much are you improving your odds, and is it worth it? Because they're at a point where they need one of these guys to turn into a centerpiece to replace. Harper's going to start regressing at some point. Turner's going to start regressing at some point. If they re-sign Schwarber, he's more age. They've got Nola on the hook for 5 more years. They're going to need a young guy to step up at some point, and the more than they can trade away.
Well, let's talk about that young guy who they just drafted last night, and ESPN saying maybe he's a candidate to help you in October, which knowing the Phillies and how conservative, I mean, it seems ludicrous that they would actually bring him up. But when you watch this kid and you watch his stuff, you see his stuff, and you look at his mentality, and I just lust after that 4-seam fastball. I mean, I would do it. Like, assuming he's there, and I mean, I look at him, he's exactly the type of kid that would freak hitters out because he's got such great movement. He's got a tail on his fastball. He throws 98. I mean, that's the kind of kid that you bring up that nobody's seen before, that you mess with teams.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I hope he cuts the sleeves off his jersey before he goes in for the first time. I mean, the guy's total wild thing.
Gage!
I don't think it's ludicrous at all. In fact, I have no inside information with what I'm about to say, but it would make a lot. It certainly strikes me as a move that's made with the here and now in mind, and not with the future in mind. I mean, the guy's got the guy that has had shoulder problems. He's if he can throw strikes, I think he'll be up here.
Well, he can. He's a kid who throws strikes. Yeah.
And I think that that's probably the whole reason why they drafted him. Because if you're looking, if you don't see a guy that you think has a realistic shot to develop into a great player at that pick late in the first round, you might as well use the pick on someone who might have limited upside and huge injury risks, but potentially could help you for a year or two, and maybe even that being this year. So yeah, I don't think it's ludicrous at all. In fact, I think that
the reason why I used that word was because of their history when it comes to prospects.
No, I get it, but I was more referring. I saw a conversation back and forth on Twitter last night with people going back and forth about it. But yeah, I think that to me, it wouldn't surprise me if they made that move with that exact expressly in mind. Where,
I'm liking it.
We see a guy where we could run him out there, today over 4 of the guys that we have in our bullpen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the point.
And I think if that is what they're thinking, I give them total credit because, I think that's the kind of move they should be. You got to think outside the box to fix this bullpen, right?
Yes. I love that, Dave. Love it. All right, brother. What are you working on? What's your week look like?
Well, daddy daycare has begun, so I'm on paternity leave for pretty much through August, just about. I'll be back for the trade deadline for a week, but yeah, I'm running daddy daycare. It's
nice.
It's been an experience.
How is our young lad Max?
He's doing great. He's slugging down bottles and taking poops and living his best life. He's doing great.
That's the greatest.
Dave, what hat you wearing? Is that a Simpsons hat?
No, it's a 2SP brewery hat.
Oh, nice.
South Philly Tap Room, baby.
Yeah.
My man John Longacre.
Delco's finest.
It's a 2SP, right.
Yeah,
it's cool. My brother, you got a gift, all right? This is a great time for you to bond with the baby and really experience. It's a beautiful time. So I'm glad you're doing it before Eagles. So enjoy it, all right? Because
you're exactly right.
It really is a gift.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, and I'm very blessed to be able to do it.
Good man. We love you, brother. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys.
See you, pal. David Murphy.
Get me fired up.
Gage Wood.
Get me fired up for
Let's
Gage.
bring in Gage Wood. I love that kid, man. Already. I love it. Love it. All right. Let's talk about some of our friends. How about Ace?
Yes.
How about Ace? The helpful place.
Doing God's work, helping us, all us guys who are not handy. They're helping us out at home by bringing their hardware home service right to your house. So if you got that outlet you said you fixed last summer, Ace Hardware, they got a person for that, because now they're not just the helpful hardware folks. They're also the helpful home service and repair folks. They do plumbing, electrical, heating, cooling. They've got trusted pros that keep your house humming all year long. And Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful you love from the store now to your front door, from Philly all the way down to the Jersey Shore. At Ace Hardware Home Service, you're like, what do they bring? Well, they bring the right stuff, the right people to do the job. They bring experience. They're local plumbers and techs that handle everything from repairs and seasonal maintenance to installations, some upgrades maybe. They bring some understanding. They listen to your goals, and the job is never done until you're completely satisfied. They give you free estimates on equipment installation and replacement with trusted advisors and options that are best suited for your home and your budget. And service you can trust and satisfaction guaranteed. Ace Hardware Home Services are also local. Their teams live and serve in your community, and they're dedicated professionals, making sure their neighbors are comfortable in their own homes. So visit Ace Hardware Home Services online at acehardwarehomeservices.com to get started on your next home project.
Love it. Love it. All right, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. And on this show, we love our music. This is my man. All right, we're excited to tell you who's going to be rocking the Excite Center at Parks Casino, located right here. So close to all the bridges. I mean, you name it. It is the epic of entertainment, Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. Just got to get here. You got to get there this summer. Here we go. Saturday, September 6th, UB40.
Red wine.
How about Saturday, September 20th, the Australian Pink Floyd show?
So you think you can tell heaven from hell?
Friday, September 26th, the Revivalists, roots rock with a modern twist.
Wish I knew you when I was young. Could have got so high.
October 4th, Kansas.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
I always want to say there'll be
the little
dreams.
fling you put on there.
You guys are such ham bones. I love it. October 10th, Psychedelic Furs with guest Gary Newman.
Isn't she pretty and pink?
October 24th, Everclear.
We could live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers, watch the world die.
Almost Queen on October 25th, a tribute to Queen.
We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Boom, boom, boom.
November 15th, Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers. You got to check it out. By the way, great Bill Murray movie, Riff Raff, with Bill Murray and Ed Harris. You should watch it. It's great stuff. Tickets at parkscasino.com. Got to be 21, gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's talk a little basketball, because what's happening? Summer League.
Yeah.
And we had great coverage on PHLY with the Summer League. Our boys, Kyle Nuebeck, Devon Givens, the whole crew out there. And joining us, look at him. Kyle, what's up, brother?
What's up, gang? How we doing?
Good, buddy. How was it?
Good. I came back to you guys. I heard you sing in Everclear. That's actually my karaoke song, BG. So if you ever want to sing some Santa Monica together, you and I can grab the microphone.
Dude, you got to come in and close the show just to do that read.
Nobody wants to hear me sing so that it's permanently on the internet forever. It's only a one time and no video. So
only like a
we'll
story.
work it out another time.
All right. So what was your overall take in on Summer League?
So I will say one of the cool things about being there is all the behind the scenes stuff, right? Just seeing all the, hey, this guy's talking to this guy in the tunnel. Like we saw a little huddle between Cooper Flagg, VJ Edgecombe, and Jared McCain, and we were sitting there thinking, hey, the recruiting starts now of Cooper Flagg. But honestly, the one of the things I was struck by were how involved and how together VJ Edgecombe and Jared McCain were throughout the weekend. You know, we put up on the YouTube channel a group interview. I do think we have some exclusives coming later throughout the week with a lot of guys from down there. But Jared and VJ were real buddy-buddy the whole time, like bouncing around, doing group interviews together at practice. They're hugging each other, they're messing around, and like you think about the type of competition these guys are going to be in all season. They're going to be fighting for minutes, for roles, for touches. And everybody seems to have the right perspective on all that, especially Tyrese Maxey, who we ended up talking to on Saturday, where he said, look, we didn't have a very good year last year. So the shared sacrifice, the buying in, the hard work together, like that's the stuff that matters. They don't want to repeat of last year. And so while it's easy to do all this in July and talk about kind of, hey, we're all going to do this, and then the time comes, we'll see what happens. But the camaraderie between the young guards already looks pretty strong.
That's cool, man. That's a good thing. What did you make of the thumb? Was that like how worrisome, or was it load mat? You know, just being overly cautious with it.
I think it's being overly cautious, Anthony. I think we saw him at a couple of practices and shoot-arounds where he's doing some catch-and-shoot stuff, two hands on the ball, ball being thrown to him, you know, good tempo, catching balls fine, shooting balls fine. He was also in like lines during these shooting drills, dapping guys up with his left hand, with doing handshakes. So, right, exactly. So you see all that and you say, this is probably just the ultra caution of saying, hey, look, this kid came in game one, had an awesome game. It's summer league. Some of these guys are out here basically playing football out there, just like fouling. No reason to risk it. I do think there's a chance he still plays in summer league, but it's a bummer we haven't seen him since that opener.
Yeah, listen, I get it's a little more physical, but come on, I want to see the kid play. The kid needs just to play. I
hear you.
You know, I mean, like, and look, they're going to shut Flagg down now. Like they shut him down for the rest of the summer league. I don't even understand it. Like these kids, let them play. Man. They're kids. They're playing in summer pickup stuff that's 10 times more dangerous.
Yeah. It's just kind of how it's going, though, Anthony. Like Ace Bailey was held out of multiple games this weekend, hasn't played out in Vegas. Con Knipple sat out his second game. Dylan Harper missed his debut against the Sixers, obviously, and then returned on Saturday. So, like, these guys are just being treated with kid gloves, right? Like, you just can't put them in bubble wrap and get them to training camp. It appears to be the approach. It's a bummer for fans and a bummer for the league, but just how it is.
I know. I don't know what you get. What you're doing is you're automatically setting the precedent of load management down the line in the season. Like you're already doing that. And that is such a huge issue for their season. And maybe they just don't care. Maybe they're like, listen, we're not a sport that gets watched during the regular season. People like everything around the NBA more than the games, sometimes I feel like.
Which has always been crazy to me, but you're right. And I think about, like, so I remember, and this is still true of some guys, right? Maybe some of the oldest vets that are still left. But I remember Michael Jordan talking once about how, you know, when I go to a certain city, it's going to be the only time I play in that city this year. It's the only time these people get a real chance to see me and one to put on, you know, the biggest spectacle that he can, and having that perspective going through these seasons. And it feels like the league as a whole has just kind of lost sight of that, right? That, oh, well, it's just this game. Oh, well, it's just, like, you never know when there's a kid who's at a game for the first time who could be turned into just a devout NBA fan, devout fan of some guy. So I do think it's a shame. Like, I understand it, right? These guys have to cover so much ground now. The athletes are crazy. The skill is crazy, all that. But it does feel a little bit like they take their fans and just a lot of the season for granted, which is really a shame.
You devalue your own product.
Yeah.
It is a shame. What did you like? What didn't you like about Sixers Summer League?
Well, I have not liked that VJ Edgecombe didn't play, but we already touched on that. So what I would say, what I really haven't liked, not just in Vegas, but in Utah, Justin Edwards has not looked too good. That's a guy that has, you come into year 2, you already had a successful rookie year, successful at least individually. And I think people were expecting him to come in and be one of the clear top guys, someone who's force of will, just taking guys down. But he's getting crowded on his drives and his handle's been too loose. He's turning the ball over quite a bit. Has not had a lot of success creating for himself. Because this is a scenario where you want him to be put in some uncomfortable spots, right? Like, let him do some things that maybe he won't do in the regular season. I'm not panicking over it, Anthony, because I just think that he's not going to be asked to do these things on the big club. He's just going to take catch and shoot threes, attack closeouts, and defend. But he's definitely been a disappointment for me. As far as what I've liked, Judah Mintz has been pretty good. I actually think you could probably make a case for him to have the two-way spot at guard over Hunter Salas, who has had a disappointing and slow start to Summer League. It's hard to really get fired up about these Summer League games when the number 3 overall pick has played in one of them. Janai Broom, I have some concerns about as well, for going back to the negative. I know that the athleticism and the size were things we were probably concerned about coming in. But when he hasn't looked too small, he's looked too slow. When he hasn't looked too slow, he's looked too small. So we'll see. At least he shot the ball well, because that was the big concern for him, to try to play forward. So the fact that he's consistently made threes, that has been a big story. So we'll see if that allows him to get some forward minutes here.
So I guess it came out that Joel has not done any basketball activities.
I think it's more on the light side of activities. But what I would say is that Joel normally is not really getting rolling with all his full basketball activities until later in the off season, which is not to say that he's kicking back in a Barco lounger doing nothing. It's just that he's had all kinds of issues, and so they tend to leave it late for him. For example, that's my dog is really freaking out downstairs at something. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
All right.
He normally, he's dealt with plantar fasciitis at the start of training camps and things like that if he ramps it up too quickly. So I don't think it's worth getting concerned over yet. But obviously with him, we're all on, it's constant vigilance, right? You can't turn your head without worrying, boy, what happened to this guy now?
Yeah. Yeah. Any scuttlebutt? What was the talk because you got all those people from the league. It's like a convention, and there's always a lot of chatter. What was some of the chatter around the league? Some of the big happenings, even if it's Sixers or obviously the league stuff.
Well, sorry, I had to yell at my dog real briefly, Anthony. He's really going crazy. Honestly, on the Sixers front, the sense that I have asking around and talking to people is that this Quentin Grimes situation is not a short-term resolution. I think this is going to play out over, I don't want to say an extended period, but it might take a bit for his restricted free agency to ultimately settle. Now, you're seeing that with a lot of these guys who are the big-name restricted free agents. Jonathan Kuminga, Josh Giddey are the two other main ones. Just nothing seems to be happening. I know Josh Giddey is actually out in Vegas, but would not appear near any of the Chicago Bulls at any point during the weekend. So the market has really dried up in terms of available free agency dollars. And so teams are staring down these guys saying, you know, we're not going to give you the sun, the moon, and the stars because you can't get it. It's not possible. So I think the Sixers want to get a deal done. I think the Sixers feel they will get a deal done. But as far as I know from people I talked to around the league, it seems like Grimes wants quite a bit of money and it's just not there.
Wow. What's the talk about the Eastern Conference?
People certainly view it as wide open, right? Like you look at teams like Orlando, right? Orlando was more of a fringe playoff team last year. They make the Desmond Bain trade. Atlanta, who people have been expecting to maybe trade Trae Young for a while, at least that has been out there in the universe. They made some win now. Let's get Kristaps Porzingis. Let's make some moves, and so now they're trying to push their way up the conference. I think there are some people who are real believers in the Sixers if they're healthy. Like the talent level on paper is pretty high. They're not necessarily, maybe they're a power forward away from getting into, a contention type mix. But I don't think anybody views a single team or even a couple teams as like a prohibitive favorite. Certainly you'd put Cleveland and New York at or near the top of that list. But I think it's just kind of viewed as anybody can come and take it if they had the right season. So if ever there were a year for Joel Embiid to stay healthy for the playoffs, this upcoming one is it.
Yeah, this is it. This is the most wide open I can remember. I mean, if you think back, right? Like you had your Cavaliers with LeBron, and you had Boston, Milwaukee, right? You had the year with Toronto. Like you had going into the season, you had like prohibitive favorites. You look now, you go, I don't even know, what you mentioned it. Orlando, all right. Atlanta, they always disappoint, but okay. Indiana's weakened, no Miles Turner, right? Boston's dead, right? Knicks are just so good. I don't know. It's bizarre. Any more trades come down the line?
Maybe. I mean, here's the thing. This whole LeBron situation out in LA is very weird with the comments that Rich Paul has been making. If we're talking about the Eastern Conference, I do wonder if that's a big part of why there's all this posturing being done there. Like LeBron is smart enough to see, hey, look, if I went East and I go back to Cleveland and you put me on that team, I got a good chance to go back to the finals, right? Like I don't think that's a crazy thing to think if you're him. So I think even that would probably be a small part of like all the calculus there. So yeah, like it's a strange situation to have three big time stars in the East, all basically presumed out for the entire next season. That has huge ripple effects for the conference. So again, like just keep Joel Embiid upright. I don't know what you have to do to make it happen, but you have the depth. You got a bunch of young guards, so they can, on the nights he doesn't play, they can run. They can play a different style too. So we'll see. Like obviously, it's a lot of ifs, but
you're right.
That's where we are.
I mean, if there's ever a year when everybody has no faith, right, and sometimes it happens when you least expect it. This could be it. I could talk myself into it.
Of course. You're going to be all in on this. You know it. You know it. Hey, Kyle, can I ask, why would LeBron exercise his player option? Would he not have made that much money if he just declined that option, was a free agent?
He could have made a ton of money. This is the thing it just like irritates me about how the NBA works now. Nowadays, you have more leverage by opting in and being on that expiring than just being a free agent. It's like, hey, right. I'd rather opt in, keep that money, and then go to whoever it is, the owner, the general manager, and just say, hey, I want this, this, and this. Now, from what we've heard, he hasn't actually formally said, like, I want to go anywhere. So it's more of a public pressure campaign, which he's the master at. He's done this so many times in so many different ways. So, yeah, again, not to be on a anti-NBA banner today after the talk earlier about load managing and whatnot, but it does drive me a little crazy that this still happens.
I know. It does, but I got news for you. If you're LeBron, why would you want to go back? Because you got all the money in the world, so forget the money. But you're not going to win. That West is way too stacked. You're not good enough to win. If you're LeBron, you're right. Come East. And, I mean, Cleveland makes a lot of sense. Like, that's the kind, and even at his age, that's what they're missing. They're missing that one guy to put, and he could get back there.
You put him with Donovan Mitchell. You got a real big in Evan Mobley. Took a huge jump last year. I assume it'd probably be some kind of Darius Garland related trade if it happened, because he's been kind of out there in the rumor mill a bit. But yeah, listen, he's a smart guy. So and imagine the story, right? He goes back to Cleveland at like 40 years old, and they go on a finals run to cap off his career. Like, one for the history books if it happens.
Right. I'm completely with you. Completely with you. My brother, great to have you back. Great work out there, man. We appreciate it, brother.
Hey, who'd you see?
Well, there's plenty of it coming. Lots of exclusives coming, I think, throughout this week. Yes. So you guys are going to see some cool stuff pop up on the YouTube channel.
Love it.
Who'd you guys see at the Sphere?
The Backstreet Boys, VG. That's who happened to be there. It was quite an experience. I will say Dead & Company was definitely the better show last year, but they put a lot of effort into the production, so I will definitely give them that.
All right.
There you go. Thanks, brother. We appreciate it. Look forward to all the content.
See you guys.
There he is. Kyle Nuebeck, all PHLY Sixers. Big week. A lot of great stuff coming your way.
Yeah. Would you go to a Backstreet Boys? If you just wanted to go to the Sphere
and
that was the only show? No.
It'd take me a lot to go there.
Yeah. To Backstreet Boys or to the Sphere in general?
To the Sphere in general.
Really?
I
have you seen the visuals of it at concerts? Yeah.
Wow. We're in OT. Overtime. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if I want to see somebody. Like, I would have went, I guess, like, whatever, U2, I would go there, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It would depend on who was there. But I'm not like you. Like, you're a music guy. I'm not. I don't have the gene.
Yeah, but it's just more like, it's just a visual experience.
I'm out on Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. You wouldn't go?
It's not the 90s anymore.
That's another, that's another, in my backyard, I'm not even going to the window.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Cyndi Lauper, Rod Stewart.
Time after time.
I'm not even going to my back. In fact, I'm telling her to shut up. I'm watching the game.
I'd see them over the Backstreet Boys. I don't want to see, like, older men trying to be this boy band again. Like, I'm just not into that.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
It's kind of weird.
I was thinking this.
You're right, Andrew.
Yeah.
This weekend, there used to be cool dude bands like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Cool and the Gang. What happened? Like, they're kind of corny. They've been corny for like 30 years now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Phantoms, they announced a new head coach of the Phantoms, John Snowden.
Okay. All right. What do we got? Any nugs?
Yeah, we got a couple quick ones to get through. Our man, he might still be in the air. Baldy checked in.
I saw on the
from
plate.
First class.
I saw with the glass. He was drinking a glass of wine.
Yeah, I think. I mean, everyone loves Baldy.
Did you catch? We had Baldy on Friday. Did you catch Baldy talking about why he decided to take his girl to Tokyo?
Yeah, the face and all that massaging and
he goes.
That was South Korea.
Cosmetic stuff, right?
He goes. I want to reward you for being a good chick.
Yes.
That was the I want to reward you for being a good chick.
Yes. Yeah, you got to take her to get all the facial stuff.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of pressure being Baldy's chick.
Yeah,
and the older you get.
Yeah.
All right.
Baldy checking in. Got a 14-hour flight here from Washington Mills to Tokyo Haneda Airport. Going to go visit Japan, Korea, go meditation gardens, learn how to maybe climb Mount Fuji. Who knows? But I know this.
Read the menu.
I got to go to smoked duck.
Smoked duck.
Smoked duck. Roasted chicken,
Please, smoked duck.
little champagne. It's going to be a good flight.
Going to be a good flight.
Trip. 10 days over vacation. Let's go. I mean, why not even take in a little sumo wrestling?
Sumo wrestling?
Let's just go with that. Like football season starts soon. You got to have a little fun. We'll start breaking it down.
There he is, live from first class. You know where I sat on my flight?
Yeah, I know. It's
I was cramped.
I don't know how you sit in that fit in that
14 hours. Oh my God. And I was in a window seat, right?
Oh, you're jammed in the window
down.
seats. You don't even get the aisle? You get a little breathing room on the aisle. Throw your elbows out a little bit.
You know what I hate the aisle though?
Because all the traffic up and down, right?
Every time, and then they bang you with the cart.
Yes.
I almost rather, I used to be an aisle guy. I switched to window.
Window, yeah.
Because I can't take the like every time if I fall asleep,
Yeah.
like they knock into you.
Yes.
Flight attendant knocks into you.
Someone's going to the bathroom. They bump into
and then you got people you're like, I'm not a bathroom guy. Like I'm pretty good at,
So when you're hunkered in, you don't have to climb over me twice on the flight?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think I went once but we were on a plane for I was on a plane for 14 hours. So like I'm pretty good at because I just
that is good. 14 hours that's a lot of time.
So I mean, as soon as I got off, I went, but it was just once over the period.
Dude, we did when we went to Tokyo, we flew out of Vancouver. I think it was 9 or 10 hours, but we had the last row. Our seats didn't recline, nothing. We had to sit completely straight.
Oh.
You know what I did?
Horrible.
For 10 hours.
Honestly, I never reclined the seat.
You never? On a
Out of
long
respect for whoever's behind me. Because there's nothing worse when the seat comes and people in your lap. Now, I sat in that long flight. Massimo was in front of me.
Okay.
So I was flicking his ears the whole.
He's got to be a recliner, Moss.
Yeah, but it's my son. So I don't
Yeah,
mind.
of course,
I was, tussling his hair or whatever. And then
Yeah.
I would flick his ear. And then he would come back. Go back, try to grab, scratch me.
Oh, you guys are like two kids.
Yeah.
Poor Tam.
Yeah.
Hopefully Tam's in first class while you guys are monkeying around.
No, she's right there. It was Moss, Tam, and Ant. And then Ant was on the aisle.
Oh, that looked nice.
I couldn't reach him, but I could reach Moss. So we're going at it. Then he put his finger down and give me the finger.
All right, Mr. Met had a rough time at the Lumineers concert.
Oh, that's great.
He's got bad hands, first of all. Can't catch.
I had him muted just because of the music playing.
Okay, yeah. All right. Picks it up, trying to act all cool like nothing happened, shaking the tambourine, whoop, whoop, boom, falls off the stage. Falls off the stage. What's this guy looking at?
Oh, my God. He just went right, boom.
Yeah, dude.
Had a few pops or something.
Yeah.
Mr. Met. Mr. Met. Mr. Met is so weak. Like, you got the fanatic.
Yeah.
And then you think, like, the fanatic is the fanatic, right? That's a mascot.
That's true.
Mr. Met is a joke.
Yeah, New York, the greatest creative minds in the world in New York. They come up with stick a baseball head on a guy.
Yeah,
that's
Mr.
Met.
Met. Mr. Met.
Yeah,
it's horrible. Exactly.
Who had a good weekend? All right. Mitchkov said he was done doing this, but he did it this weekend in a Russian game. The old Michigan goal.
Укладывается шайба на Клюшку. Это красиво. Матвей такими промышляет.
Look at that! Look at Mitchkov!
Но в серьезных матчах это очень гораздо быстрее все идет наложение. То есть лошадь за...
That was awesome.
Love seeing.
Dude, is there a way to watch those games?
I don't
Whatever
know.
channel that was. It was VG something.
I would be all in on those games.
Yeah.
I'd watch a Russian hockey.
Yeah.
What is that? What is part of the deal? What is he playing in?
It's the Mokba 2025. MOKBA 2025.
So it's a tournament, an all Russian tournament?
Yeah, I think so. I saw
be.
like a 4-on-4.
Charlie's out there. Charlie O'Connor! Charlie! Come here. You hear us? I want to know what that is.
It's, let's see.
There's Matt's. Matt's is always around.
I don't know what those guys are doing. I guess Makaba means Moscow. Maybe it's a Moscow 2025 tournament.
I need more info. I want to watch that.
Yeah, they're acting like they don't hear you. There's no way they don't hear you.
With my mouth?
Yeah,
I got
there's no way.
a big mouth.
No, they can definitely hear you.
Yeah? Charlie! That's got to be it. Go yell at him. Open the door. I just want to know about this thing. Charlie! I heard somebody say Jesus. Who was that? Matt's? Was that Jamie? Get him over here. Get Charlie. Was he deaf? Tell him to pop in. He's here. We saw him walk in. Where? In the other studio?
Probably hear you in the other studio.
Oh, my God. Where was he recording?
I don't know. Maybe 11 o'clock they're on.
Oh, my God. I want to know about this thing. Hopefully he's talking about it. That was a great. How great is that move, though?
Oh, dude.
The Michigan rule.
You know he's got to do it here.
He has to.
Yeah, because Tortorella was so anti it.
I know. It is the best. All right, you got any more?
No, I just got it back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm hot. The weather stinks, so I'm trying to think cool. So this back in the day will bring us on some ice.
Snow? Football?
No. Ice, man.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day.
Lisa into the qualifiers have to chase down the ice. And Aaron Hextall is going to be right in there. Hextall going after Potvin. Hextall takes Potvin into the corner. And away we go. Potvin's match. Both match goes the winner. They're trading rights. The goalie's going at it. Trading rights. Oh, I think Hextall caught him with one.
I remember this play.
The goaltenders going at it. Potvin hanging in there against Hextall. But Hextall hits the right hand free. And Ron Hextall like the second goaltenders there. Hextall just keeps swinging with the right hand. Potvin gets the left free. With all that equipment on, they have to be exhausted.
What an end to a game.
Yes, folks, the game is over. The Flyers have won, by the way. 3-1. And Hextall and Potvin are out saying, I'm out of gas. How about
So I just looked it up.
Fabulous.
It's the NHL KHL All-Star game in Russia. So it must be the NHL players
from
Russia versus the KHL players from Russia.
Eddie Wright. Thank you, Eddie. This is awesome. Ovechkin, the NHL All-Stars routed the KHL 15-3.
Wow.
In the annual match of the year. I would have watched that all day.
15-3.
That's crazy. That's baseball.
I would have loved that. You hear that, bro?
Yeah, he's giggling in the other room.
I'd watch that over anything right now. What's going on?
Oh, right now? Yeah, I'm totally watching that right now.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
All right, I got one request before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Sure.
I need more Gage Wood.
Oh, we can do it.
Give me more than 19 strikeouts, Gage Wood.
Missouri Valley Conference pick. Strikes out on the breaking ball.
Look at this kid.
Oh, dude, it looks like it gets faster as it goes.
Been the case, and what has been the case,
Like it hits a jet speed.
Yeah.
A sword. Another 0-2 to Charlie Jury. Dropped in for strike. 3-2 pitch to Cunningham. And a strikeout. Jury there, and now Murray State.
What are they doing to Bayou?
Swing and a
Oh,
miss.
my God.
It's a nice pop.
Gage Wood's 2-2 pitch.
He works the
2-2.
top of the zone.
Yeah,
Chest buckles.
He's fearless.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss again. Gage Wood's 3-2 to Cunningham.
Watching 19 strikeouts in one game. And not again. It's in the World Series. This is a good team he's facing.
Gage Wood's 0-2.
It's 105.
Sweet 16. That one.
Here's a pitch 110.
1-2. Comes up and in. Gage Wood. Swing and a miss.
The same pitch, man.
Yes.
Gage, We leave you with Gage Wood. We want you here, Gage.
Yeah.
We want you September. Gage will be the key to the run.
I love it, dude.
Let's go. Thanks
Gage
for hanging,
October.
everybody. We love you. Andrew, great job. Excellent.
Joey.
Good stuff. All right, everybody, have a great day. Love you. See you in the morning.
We all silly like